Other than the traditional, what is the best slot for this drive? What is the best this set? What is the best Wenjin? I think it's better to kind of help you visualize whether Ju Fufu is right for you. And I'll take out my viewers' accounts as well, and we'll go over their accounts and I'll show you guys if Ju Fufu is right for them. Now, when somebody asks me, is Ju Fufu worth it? I can't really answer that generic question without looking at your account. Like, I don't know what your squad situation is, how invested they are, how well built they are. Like, for example, I don't know if you have a trigger or if you have a pulcra. So instead of trigger, let's say you have pulcra here. Instead of Miyabi, we have Yixuan. So let's say your personal damage on that stunner goes up a little bit, as well as your main damage carry. Now, is this worth the polychromes? That depends on what is the total score of this setup you got here. Let's just say in this scenario that this team is capable of getting 40k in Deadly Assault week to week. So getting Ju Fufu and improving the team damage a little bit more, is that worth your polychromes? Now that's gonna depend, right? From person to person. On one of my accounts where I have the resources ready to go, I have everybody built, and I'm looking for a little bit more of a boost. Hell yeah, this is great. Ju Fufu is the most anticipated character for me on that account. On another account, I'm free to play on this one, and on that account, I already have pretty much decent stunners, and I don't really even have any stamina or resources to even devote into that stunner. Like you see, the bulk of the damage is coming from the big dick main damage carry. Of course, Astra as well as Trigger is helping to increase that main damage dealer's damage, right, tremendously. But what I'm trying to say is, looping back to one of my videos, just because something on the website says this is a 30% increase, 30% increase of what? Like a 1mm penis versus a 100-inch penis. We're looking at a completely different result here. 30% increase of barely nothing versus on something that has a great base is going to be insane. So there's a lot of factors to take into consideration here. It's not just about one team either. We'll talk about multiple teams. Before we do that, let's quickly talk about what Ju Fufu provides. She's going to be very easy to play off-field stunner. She provides up to 80% crit damage, keyword being up to, with a new stunner set this drive, as well as coming from our core passive when you get her to 3400 initial attack. She's going to provide a 20% chain attack damage boost, as well as ultimate 40% damage boost. And additionally, when another character in your squad is an attack or rupture character, the max decibels for all characters in your squad is going to increase by 1,000. So the max right now is 3,000, but with Ju Fufu, it's going to be up to 4,000, so you can store more decibels. And when an attacker or rupture character uses an ultimate, they get a 300 decibel refund. And in the case of Yixuan, because she has 2 ultimates, that's 600. If you get a signature Wenjin, that gives 20% damage bonus for your entire team. Just like Trigger, Ju Fufu is going to be a very off-field and generalistic stunner. Speaking of decibels, the decibel refund that she gives is not going to be that good if there is going to be a Deadly Assault buff where they give you a lot of decibels. And same thing goes with, like I just said, about crit damage buffs. Like Deadly Assault, Miasma Priest, she gives a lot. And another thing that I want to mention is about gearing for impact on the slot 6. Generally, you don't want to go for impact slot 6 main stats if you're not going to see the 4 stun window. So you could go with like attack percentage slot 6 for more personal damage, as well as to fulfill the crit damage bonus of 3400 if you're not going for a signature Wenjin. Since Ju Fufu is a general stunner, she can free up in this Astra, Evelyn, Lighter team. She can free up Lighter in this situation. While Evelyn, Lighter, or Astra is best in slot, especially if you know how to min-max a 4-stun rotation. But let's say you're not trying to min-max and you want to free up Lighter. For your Hugo team, they could put Ju Fufu in this situation. Now you have 2 solid teams. Maybe your account doesn't have an Evelyn comp. Let's say you have a Hugo comp. You could free up Lycone by putting Ju Fufu in there and then putting Lycone with Miyabi and Sokaku, the traditional mono ice routes. You could do that. So you have 2 solid teams. So Ju Fufu being a general stunner frees up a lot of the other stunners that are more niche. But once again, if you already have a well-built Miyabi, Evelyn, and Hugo, you're pretty much going to get 20k in Deadly Assaults anyways. But even with these powerful damage dealers and you're still struggling and you want to free up certain niche stunners, then Ju Fufu can help you with that. And let's say you have Trigger with Yixuan or Pulcra with Yixuan, you could free up Pulcra or Trigger for Sambi team or Pulcra for the Sambi team, and you can put Ju Fufu with Yixuan as well. They're gonna work really, really well together. That's why I'm really looking forward to Ju Fufu, because I want to get like maybe 40-second clear with my Yixuan. So the pattern by now is that the stunner is gonna complement the main damage carry, whether it's Yixuan, Evelyn, Hugo, Miyabi, on and on. Ju Fufu is definitely gonna be best in slot with Yixuan. But once again, I know plenty of my viewers who are getting over 40k with Pulcra and Pan. Great free-to-play friendly team. And for casual Evelyn enjoyers that are not min-maxers, then Ju Fufu is going to win out over Lighter for them because Ju Fufu is so easy to play. She's low maintenance, she's off field. So you'll be able to prepare a lot on your Evelyn to get ready for the chain attacks for the stun windows. As with Sambi, she might have resistance issues. And the electric bosses are easy to stun anyways. They just like stun themselves. Let's say you don't have Trigger or Pulchra, then you can put Ju Fufu in there. That'll be fine. As you can see with my viewer's account, I did an account review. He does not have access to a lot of main damage carries. He played a little bit for the 1.4 free Haramasa, and then he quit until 1.7. He just came back. He got a light cone, which he bricked up and got it to M2. You can check out that video. And he has a lighter, and we also got him on M6 Pulchra. So he's good on the stunners. For this viewer, I would not advise Ju Fufu. I would hold on to his polychromes for a main damage carry. While Ju Fufu is really good, I think we're getting a little bit saturated with the stunners. Also, I didn't mention Coletta. While Coletta is not going to be as good as Ju Fufu, she's still very free-to-play friendly. I'm looking at another viewer's account here. And once again, this account has so many good stunners already. Like I said, there's a saturation of stunners. It's an M6 Pulchra, I just checked. And there is Light Cone, Coletta, and Lighter. And there's a Trigger as well. So does this account need Ju Fufu? Not necessarily. And another case I really want to stress, especially for the newer players, especially that first account that I was reviewing, they keep chasing after the new thing that is shiny and good. Like in this case, on this account, they got Lighter on the rerun. But the thing is, look, it's not being built. I know this player is also waiting for Miyabi. So by the time they finish their main damage carries, so by the time they start working on Ju Fufu, Light Cone, Lighter, there might be another stunner by then, or we just don't know what's going to happen in terms of like the ZZZ meta in the future. What I'm trying to say is that when I do account reviews, I see some people chasing after tier lists and they pull that unit and because they're already working on something, by the time they start working on that agent, whether it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 months down the road, you never know what ZZZ is going to look like in 4 months. I'm not trying to say like Lighter is going to be bad in 4 months. I'm just trying to say, what if there is another stunner that they like even more than Lighter? So Lighter keeps getting pushed back more and more and more. And I already know this viewer, he really wants to go with Yixuan to go with Jane as well as for, he wants to have an anomaly team. He just got Astra and he's got an Astra team going. And now he wants to also go for Evelyn and Miyabi and Yixuan to go with the anomaly comp. So once again, Lighter is being pushed back again, right? So what I'm trying to say is just because, yeah, Ju Fufu is going to be definitely tier 0. Personally, I am the most excited for Ju Fufu more than any other character in the last couple months. But that's because of a totally different reason. That's because I have all the resources ready to go for her. That's because on my main accounts, I want to get a 40-second Yixuan clear. That may not be your goal. Maybe you already have so many good stunners like you're seeing on your screen. Or third, you don't have the stamina and the resources to even invest into her. Maybe you're working on 4 different things like I am in Honkai Star Rail. The conclusion is this: Ju Fufu is definitely going to be tier 0. She's going to be definitely an upgrade to my account, but she's going to help elevate my account. I have so many analogies for this, but the easiest one I think is, so you're craving some donut right now, so you go to your donut shop and you got this perfectly fried donut and it's glazed. You got some powdered sugar on top. That's good enough, right? That's gonna get the job done. What Ju Fufu really is that jelly filling. Unless, once again, you're one of those accounts that you have the damage dealers, you got the supporters, but for some reason, you don't have any good stunners. So TLDR Ju Fufu is really a luxury pull. She's definitely gonna be great. She's gonna elevate that account, your team, to the next level. So for those that can afford to do that, whether they have the polychromes or the materials ready to go, and you want that, or you just find her really cute, then by all means, I hope you guys luck. I hope you guys get Ju Fufu because she will elevate your account. For those that are missing this right here, they're looking forward to this. They're looking for a Miyabi rerun. You need to keep saving. For those that are waiting for a supporter, especially for their favorite team, which is their anomaly team, then get ready for Yixuan. And supporters are way less saturated in terms of limited S ranks than stunners right now. So I hope this video helped you guys put it into perspective, how to build your teams, how to build your accounts. I hope you guys make a decision that you don't regret. I wish you guys luck. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.